if you're going to lose weight, I probably recommend vinyasa and power yoga. They're targeting muscles that they didn't know they had. They are feeling tension, they are feeling stretching in areas of their muscles they didn't know existed. Like,
Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Clive, and this is a new segment on the channel called FitFacts, where I sit down with the best in the industry as well as those coming up in the industry, and I have a chat with them about all things fitness, training, balance, lifestyle, business, and even wellness. So today I am here with Maureen Black. Now, Maureen here is an Abuja-based yoga instructor. She specializes in training her clients towards improving flexibility, strength, and overall mobility. And she is also a massage therapist. So, thank you so much for being here, Maureen. How have you been?
I've been well, I'm good. The year is turning out all right, more than all right, I would say.
You look like you are just finished with a class. You are still in your studio.
Yes. I had a morning class, I had power yoga, so the energy is still moving
It's
around in
still
my
there.
muscles and in my blood. So, yeah.
That is wonderful. So today we want to get to know you. We want to get to know yoga as a practice and what it's really about. So I'm going to be asking you a few questions, both professional and layman type questions, just so we understand your discipline a lot more. And for those of you who want to practice yoga, who don't understand, this video will be very, very insightful for you guys. So I want to start with why, like why yoga, and when did you start?
Okay, first, let me start with when I started. I started yoga in 2019, okay, and it was a 2019 I took a journey into self-development. I started being intentional about the books I read, the podcasts I listened to, the videos I watched. And there was something I found a lot of them had in common. They talked a lot about daily habits. They talked about morning routines. And part of the things we did in the morning, they always classified exercise. And then they mentioned yoga. So I was like, I thought yoga was an exercise. So why would they mention exercise and then mention yoga? So it made me more curious. I wanted to know what it was all about because I always thought it was a different type of exercise. So that was my first point of interest in yoga, and I started looking into it honestly. And one of the things that affected me to it mostly at the first time was that I could improve my flexibility. I never really thought it was something you could work on. I thought either you're flexible or you're not. And at the time, I didn't need to lose weight. I was in fine shape physically. My weight was okay and everything. And I didn't need to lose weight. I thought, I think this flexibility might be interesting, right? So I got into yoga. I started practicing at home because of flexibility and also because I could do it at home. I could do it anytime. I could do it anywhere. I didn't need to join a gym. I didn't need to join like an outdoor group to work out and all that. And also, I really had a lot of time constraints. At the time, I was working 7 to 8 p.m., 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. So something I could do at my own convenience was really the attraction for me. And that was really how I got into yoga.
That's actually very interesting. That's actually very interesting because I know a lot of people need help and guidance in yoga training, in flexibility and mobility. Now, for someone that wants to start yoga, how often should an average person, train? Like per week, or like how long, how often, and what kind of yoga would you personally recommend? Because I know that there are like different types of yoga. So what would you recommend for an average person that wants to go into yoga for the first time?
Okay, all right. Like you said, there are actually different styles of yoga. There are at least 12 distinct styles of yoga, and each of the style has, how will I say, has a target audience, right? It could be whether you're trying to build your strength, whether you're trying to build your flexibility, whether you're trying to tone, whether you're trying to lose weight, improve, maybe learn how to reduce stress, breathe properly, meditate, concentrate, a whole different kinds of stuff in yoga, right? So when you're talking about how long should one practice, yoga is very flexible. Any amount of time you have is fine. If you have 5 minutes a day, you have 10 minutes a day, you have 20 minutes a day, it's fine to practice. And there is no how long yoga. You can't say I'm going to do this for the next 30 days. I'm going to do this for the next 3 months. It doesn't really work like that. It's a lifestyle. Let me put it like that. It's a lifestyle, right? But I also understand that some people have physical goals. They have physical targets they want to hit at a particular point in time. So maybe you want to lose weight. Okay, let's start with that. A lot of people want to lose weight. So if you're trying to lose weight, you are looking at least minimum of 90 minutes cumulatively every week. 90
Mm.
minutes. That could be 4, 15, 20-minute sessions a week. It could be 15 minutes for 6 days, right? It could also be 30 minutes 3 times a day. And if you're trying to lose weight, there is not all yoga styles that are going to help you to lose weight, right? Like if you're going to lose weight, I probably recommend vinyasa and power yoga. They are much more intense. They're much more. The pace is much faster. You have longer holds on poses that can actually help you to build strength, improve your metabolism, increase your heart rate, and actually help you to sweat it out, right? But like I said, you don't limit yourself to time. If you have 10 minutes, put in the time. If you have 20 minutes, put in the time. I would rather someone do 10 minutes every day than do 1 hour once a week.
Oh yeah.
Consistency is much better
Yeah.
for your muscles, for them to be able to adapt, for them to be able to keep burning fat even after you're done, right? But if it's somebody who wants to improve flexibility, you don't really need as much time unless you have big goals, like maybe you want to get your split in 1 month, unless you have really, really big goals. But if you're just looking for gradual and progressive improvement in your flexibility, 15 minutes 4 times a week, 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day does a whole lot better for your muscles. Like flexibility is one of the things that you can quickly see improvements in. The flexibility is one of the easiest things to, I would say easy, but relative to others, it's easier
And
to
see.
see. Yeah, it's easier to see you yourself. You will see the result in such a short amount of time. So what I would advise anybody to do is to take whatever time you have available at the beginning and walk through it. Eventually, your body will tell you whether it needs more or whether it needs less. Just start with the time you have available, fit it into your schedule, and don't give yourself really, really big goals. Fill it in, try it out, and see what your body can do. Honestly, your body is going to surprise
Okay. Funny enough, that's actually like leading to the next question. Somebody that is starting now, or rather, with your experience from clients that are just starting or that have been training with you, what's like the most common complaint that they have going into yoga?
you. Okay. I think one of the things that surprises people when it comes to yoga is that it can actually be hard. Most people
Okay.
see because maybe what you see online a lot of times, you see people in poses, you see people very quiet and calm. You think it looks easy. It looks easy and it does, and maybe because those people practicing have been doing it for a long time. So they have put in the work to make it look effortless for you. So when they start doing it at the beginning and they realize my body can't do this, it actually can, you just need practice. They realize how hard it is. They're targeting muscles that they didn't know they had. They are feeling tension, they are feeling stretching in areas of their muscles they didn't know existed. Like, like I didn't know I could feel something there. Like you have people in their hips, they just assume that's how it is. But when you start seeing your hips opening up, your hip flexors are opening up, your glutes are strengthening, like I didn't know you could actually like feel something there. So yoga is full body.
You don't hear that people hurt themselves doing yoga, like in bodybuilding, like
People
bodybuilding
do hurt
injury.
themselves. People do hurt themselves doing yoga. I have hurt myself twice, but Both times I've
Mm.
done it is because of one thing. I was pushing myself too much and I was ignoring professional advice and I was forcing myself to do stuff that my body wasn't ready to do yet.
So it's
That's
good
really
to
the
know
only way to get injured in yoga.
that
So you need someone to actually guide you and you need to be able to listen to your body because everybody's body looks different.
the importance of an instructor.
Yes, you don't need one. I mean, I didn't listen to the ones I had because I had like I mostly studied yoga, I mostly practiced yoga with free resources I found online, and sometimes you find all these videos online and you want to try it out, and they just showed you something in 30 seconds. There is no procedure to it. You don't understand the alignment. You just want to do the shape you saw, right? And you
Just
realize,
to
no, I have done something wrong to my body. So anytime, both times I was trying advanced stuff, I tried to force myself into a split. I tore my inner thigh. It wasn't a serious fear, like I said. You just feel like this is real. And then I tried to force myself into a handstand, and I fell really terribly on my back. So, like I said, every time I've enjoyed, both times I haven't tried it again. I always have to go back to the basics, find the foundation of things, how to do it, and I have always gotten better from there.
that's actually really beautiful. Now, this next question is mostly out of curiosity for me. Like, what's like the craziest misconception that you've heard about yoga?
Hmm. There are quite a few, but I think the one that apply mostly to us here is that yoga is occultic. They don't always use the word occultic. Sometimes it's like they use words like money, they use words like they're going to what's that? They're going to initiate you into a cult. I guess in a way it's still occultic, but I think that is one of the biggest misconceptions that people have. For most people who have been
Yeah,
afraid of it, I don't really believe that. I don't really believe that you could be initiated without your consent. I don't believe that. We
maybe they.
tend to really be afraid of the other worldly here, even without information. We tend to be afraid of the devil and anything we don't understand. We tend to turn it to demonic, and that is really, really the biggest misconception when it comes to yoga in this part of the world.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I've never really thought about it like from that angle. I understand the wellness aspect. I understand being calm and in tune with yourself. The last yoga classes I attended, I really felt this calmness. Not
Yes,
like
I saw the last video on your channel when you went to a yoga class and how you felt afterwards and all that. Yeah, it was a really nice experience to feel that for the first time.
so that's pretty cool. Speaking of practice, we've been talking about practice. This next question is more from your own perspective. What is the best part about being a yoga instructor?
Okay, okay. I think it goes back to first being a student, right? For example, when I started practicing yoga, like I said, I used a lot of free resources, right? Which also meant that my studying, my practice was kind of disjointed because everybody meets you at different points and all that. But in the third year, when I entered the third year of my yoga practice, I went for a program. Like I went and enrolled for a premium program, which means I had teachers who were paid to teach me what they know. Which means now I have a program to follow. So there is an introduction to this, you're understanding basics, you're understanding a lot more about alignment, as opposed to just randomly seeing videos and practicing them. So that really, really improved my yoga practice. Like it was every time I'm like, wow, I've been doing that, but I never really understood why I was doing that. When the explanations come together with your physical practice, there is an empowerment that I felt, right? And that was when I really felt like a yoga student because I had teachers dedicated to teaching me. So the best part about being a yoga teacher is making others feel that way. Like I've been saying this for now to understand what it is. You
That
see how it
understanding.
feels. in your body. I like people walking into the class for the first time and I'm like, wow, I didn't know yoga was like this. I feel so relaxed, I feel so good. And honestly, for me, that is the best time. That is the best part about being a yoga teacher.
I think I can relate to this. I really feel like I relate to this. Like when you watch somebody grow from that cluelessness into something strong and powerful and independent, and they don't even need you, the instructor, and you're like happy just
Yeah.
just watch that. It's really cool. I'm happy the other instructors are feel that way. I thought it's just me and my love for teaching, but that's very
No,
cool.
I
Um,
actually I enjoy the teaching aspect, honestly. So you're teaching from a place of experience. This was really good for me. I wanted to see how good it can be for you. Because ordinarily I can practice yoga by myself, but teaching others is actually where my fun lies, honestly. I love it.
that's beautiful. This is probably like going to be the last question. Let's just see how it goes. It might be the last question. So, what advice would you give to a beginner that wants to get to your level? Now, notice that the question is personalized. It's your level we're talking about. We're not talking about like my level. We're talking about your level. A complete beginner that wants to like make it to where you are. What would you tell them? And if that beginner was you, what would you do differently?
Honestly, when I started practicing yoga, I didn't have any clue. But also I think that was excitement for me. I also didn't have any expectation. I was just curious. I was experiencing stuff. I was trying things, and I really had fun. I think one of the first things I would say is have an open mind. Don't say I can't do that. Say I can't do that yet.
Yes.
There is something
Uh,
that works up to that. Have an open mind. Don't count yourself out. And I think one of the things that I wish somebody had told me when I first started because I really got a lot of discouragement from people because of that misconception we talked about. You know, a lot of Christians shouldn't be doing that, they shouldn't be doing that. Some people that were my superiors in faith, my superiors in career, who really discouraged me from practicing yoga. So I'm really glad that I stuck with it. Honestly, I'm glad that I did. And that is the advice I also give anybody that wants to start. And then secondly is when you say to my level, is it to my level of personal practice or to being a yoga teacher? Because I never planned on being a yoga teacher. It was something that came as a result of trying to advance my practice. And I realized I could actually train to do this. And training to become a teacher was very eye opening because it's a different thing being on the other side when you're training to become a teacher, you learn a whole lot more of things. You're learning anatomy, you're learning physiology, you're learning how all the organs in your body come together. You're learning about the brain function. Like you learn so much about the body that gives you a wholesome view of your yoga practice and how you can also help other people there. So not everybody can teach. And one thing I have to say is this: you have to learn discipline. Yoga is a discipline art if you're going to see progress, if you're going to see improvement, you have to be disciplined to yourself. You have to be kind to yourself. You have to know what to do to yourself at the time. Which means if you say you're going to practice, then you practice. You have to build in habits. One of the things, the greatest things that helped me in the yoga practice was to install daily habits that enabled me to practice yoga. I wake up at 5 every day and I'm ready for my yoga practice. I do my meditation, I do my yoga. Somebody else will be like, why do you have to do that so early? But along the line, I learned how to discipline myself, and I also learned how to treat my body. My body feels good. Like before everybody else is awake, I'm energized. I'm ready. I'm ready for the day. I'm full of energy. My passion is high and all that. And you don't base your practice on someone else's. Everybody is different. Listen to your body. There's some things your body might never do. There's some things that are hard for other people your body can easily do. So listen to your body and see this as a lifestyle. It's a journey. It's not something you say I'm going to give you 1 year or 3 years or 3 years. It's something that hopefully I hope to do for the rest of my life, right? Because it's simply there is no way to to quantify it. Not from a place of I have to. I see it more like I get to do this. I have the opportunity to do this. So it's not like a chore like I have to wake up to do this. No, I am glad I can do this. Some people want to move their body, but they can't due to an illness, due to a disability, due to one thing or the other. They actually can't. So I really feel privileged to be able to do this. So just take it a day at a time. One of the things I wish I had known earlier in my practice was to use props. Get yourself a good quality mat and get yourself a yoga floor. I think it was in my third year when I enrolled in those programs that I started using, let's see how they use props, and I went out and got props, use props, the yoga blocks, the yoga strap. It will really, really, really improve, and you are going to see progress faster because they help to support you. You're not trying to twist yourself and force yourself into positions. Get a good mat. Honestly, the first year I didn't have a mat. I was using the blanket on the floor and all that. If you don't get a good mat, you're going to injure yourself over time. Your wrists, your knees, those your joints that make contact with the floor, the hard floor, you're going to injure them over a long period of practice. Get yourself a good quality mat that has a good cushion and grip. With those items alone are going to improve your practice for a really, really, really long time. And you're going to be happy whenever you come out to practice. It's not going to be a chore. And if I'm going to say one more thing, don't run away from meditation in your practice. Don't run away from it. And I say that because I've encountered clients who are like, that's not really why I want to do yoga, you know. So like, no, I really want to do the physical aspect. No, this isn't part of that one. If not, you might as well go to the gym, do calisthenics, do Pilates and all that. But the greatest benefit of yoga is the mind body awareness with your breath and being able to bring your mind into what you're doing. So don't run away from meditation. Very, very important. As you're breathing your body, you're also breathing your mind.
Alright, that is actually very wonderful. If you are someone who wants to grow in the discipline of yoga, these are some of the major things that you should be thinking about. You should be thinking about habits, you should be thinking about discipline, and you should be thinking about being open minded and just allowing yourself to bring mind to body together in this kind of training. So thank you so much for joining me today, Maureen. It has been a pleasure getting to know you and your practice. So if you're interested in getting the benefits of this practice, feel free to follow up Maureen Black on Maureen Black Yoga on IG and YouTube. Maureen is also a fellow YouTuber, so she drops these amazing videos for different joints, for mobility and flexibility in different joints. It's something that can help basically anybody. It's not like, oh, because you do this, you need this. This is a practice, like she has said, that helps basically everybody. But Maureen, I understand that you have like something coming up on the channel as well.
Yes, yes. Starting from the month of February, that's a few days from now, I'll starting a yoga for beginner series. So if you're somebody who is just starting with yoga or you're thinking about starting a yoga practice, you have all you need. You're going to be taking it as a program week by week. I'm going to be leaving videos that will help you to broaden and understand more about yoga practice so that you can have a really fulfilling one like I have and I've had.
Wonderful.
So go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe so you can stay tuned for all those videos that are going to be dropping soon.
Just wonderful. So the series is coming up next week. So if depending on when this video comes out, this this series would have been already up and running. So head on over there and get the best yoga training that you can think of. And it's completely free. So once again, thank you so much for joining me today, Maureen. As always, if you haven't, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and let us know in the comment section if you are looking to start yoga and what other kind of practice you would like to initiate in your fitness journey. Whether it's mindfulness, whether it's strength training, whether it's mobility training, let me know in the comment section. I would love to know what you guys want to see more of and what you guys want to understand more of. So, that said, I will see you guys next week. Stay stay fit,
Thank you so much.
stay healthy. Mad love. Peace.
Bye.
Thank you, Maureen. I'll see you
Thank you,
next
Clive.
time.